Well, hello everybody, this is Mark Lowry, and I'm back home and had 2 great days up in Nashville at the Gaither Homecoming tapings. I know I told you I would take my laptop, but I didn't do it because I was afraid I'd leave it. You know, I put stuff down, get so involved in what's going on around me, and I've left things. I remember one time I left my iPod and my earbuds in a taxi and lost it forever. Couldn't find it. Somebody picked it up, I guess. Hope they enjoyed it. And so I didn't take it. But let me tell you, these 2 days were amazing. There was no audience. It was just the singers sitting around in a semicircle singing, and there was a stage in the center on the second day. The first day, it was just a kind of half circle on the Opry stage, and then there was no audience, just cameras, and it was that was a little harder because we couldn't see each other. But the second day, it was in another part of the Opryland Hotel complex, and there was a stage in the middle, and all of us were in kind of bleacher seats, or not bleachers, but you know, staircase around like an arena type thing, and there's probably 100 different artists there, singers, quartets. It was amazing. Johnny Minnick was incredible with Allison Durham. She's not singing high, she's singing low in that vestal range, and that is a great sound. It was Johnny Minnick, his son, Mike Allen, and Allison Durham. Spear. Let me tell you, that would be a great quartet to hit the road. It's got that Goodman sound, which I love. And, so many others. Oh, good night. I got to sing Does Jesus Care on the Hymns Project. And then I sang Make It Real on the first day taping. Bill asked me to do that again. I tell you what was a lot of fun is meeting Jimmy Dean. He was there, Jimmy Dean Sausage. And those of y'all who might remember back in the 60s or 70s, the Jimmy Dean show on ABC TV, I watched that all the time. Well, I walked up to introduce myself to him, and he said, I know who you are. And he went on and on and on about me and Bill and how he's enjoyed the tapes and stuff. And he asked me to sit by him, and I knew that was going to get us in trouble because he's a prankster. And, you know, but what are you going to do? Tell Jimmy Dean, no, I can't sit by you. Bill thinks we'll get in trouble. So I sat by him, and pretty soon Bill separated us. But he called the Gaither's office today, and once we meant to exchange numbers, and so I'm going to give him a call. Maybe we'll be friends. Jimmy Dean, can you believe that? And Brenda Lee was there. She's about 4 foot nothing and full of energy. She sang a song. But then all the artists, you know, Greater Vision, Legacy 5, Signature Sound, a ton of quartets. The Blackwood Brothers, they were good. Jimmy Blackwood's got a real good quartet. The Florida Boys, I'm telling you, the Florida Boys honestly used to be my least favorite quartet, but now they're one of my favorites. That is a great sound they have. And Les Beasley told me, he said, now I've got the best quartet I've ever had. He said, and I'm making less money than I've ever made. Isn't that sad? But, you know, after 9/11, everybody's crowds went down, and so we're just having to build it all back up. Let's see what else happened. Gloria said some wonderful things about songs, especially on the Hymns Project. She talked about how songs are portable theology, you know, that you can take during the week and sing to yourself and encourage yourself, and how we as writers need to be careful. She said she's actually heard preachers quote her songs, they would say, as the Bible says, and then quote one of her lyrics. So she re-emphasized how we need to make sure all of our lyrics and songs are theologically correct, and why these old hymns are still around. It's not that they're old. You know, Fanny Crosby wrote about 6,000 hymns, but only about 5 or 6 are still around, because out of that 6,000, those are the ones that rose to the top and had the most to say, and they're still around. Bill Gaither says we don't sing these songs because they're old. They're old because they're great and they're still around, and they have something to say. You're going to love this Homecoming Hymns Project. And I told Bill he's got to do another one because there's tons of hymns that we couldn't even get to. We did about 70 songs the first day, and I guess about 60 or 70 the second day. But it was a blast, and God showed up, and the presence of the Lord was so strong. I have never cried so much in my life. And you know, took a lot of pride in the fact that I could go through a whole Gaither video without crying. Well, evidently I'm hitting my senior years and becoming sentimental or something, because I didn't know my eyes had that much water. And they were pretty bone dry by the time the night was over. Bone dry. Couldn't even muster up a good tear to get a film off my eye. You know, I mean, it's, you know, that type of thing. But you're going to love it. Wish you could have been there, and you will be there. You'll feel like you're there once Bill gets through editing this thing. And it's really incredible. I'm glad I could report back to you about it.